I just want to show you how car USB socket chargers can vary depending on what one you use. I'm using the app Ampere to check the amperage. It would be good if they told you the voltage on this as well. It tells you the voltage of the sort of charger thing in the phone, but it doesn't tell me the voltage input. You know, I think it's 12 volts it usually comes from a car. I'm not sure. For those who don't know, power is measured in watts. Watts equals volts times amps. So, and the default for USB for like 20 years or something has been 5 volts, 1 amp. So if you've got a charger that can do, say, a socket thing that can do 10 volts, 2 amps, if the cable can't, or the phone can't, or this can't, you'll just get 5 volts, 1 amp. So if you get one of these, it's like 50 watts. If the cable's not right or whatever, you'll only just get 5 watts. This one's from Lidl for a while. This is 4 I found in the car. 2 of them look to be the same one. This phone can do 10 watts, so which I think it's 5 volts, 2 amps, but it doesn't actually say, because it could be 10 volt, 1 amp. Silvercrest, I think that's Lidl, isn't it? It's got 2 sockets, one's red, I think that means PD, something delivery. I think that's 2 new power names, one of them being PD, I don't know what the other is. But the other socket anyway says 5 volts, 2 amps, so I mean that's pretty good as well. On Ampere, when it's orange, it's discharging, so it's using up power at the moment, around about minus 6 milliamps. Actually, I should say it's using 6 milliamps, or now 5.5 milliamps. A lot of people don't realise it depends on your cable as well. I think this cable is not that good quality, so it might just be designed for 5 watts, you know, so it won't go any higher than 5 watts. And watts equals volts times amps. Alright, I'll do the little one first. I'll do the red socket first, which is maybe special. Right guys. Okay, it's went up to 1 amp, over 1 amp, which to me is a pretty good for this, I think, compared to what I've seen for the others. It's up at 1.2 amps, so that is good. This is it with the red socket. So the lowest it's been is 650 milliamps, but it's really around about 1.2 amps. That's really good. That's with that red socket. I'm going to try it with this cable, which I know to be at least 10 watts capable. It's got a blue thing there. So it's a red cable. There's always one of these things is a weak point. You've always got to guard over your weak points. And that includes the cable. Could be the phone. The phone can't do much. Or it could be your sort of USB socket thing. It could even be the car. The car could, if it's an older one, it might not be able to go up. So that 1.2, that's about the same as that other thing. But yeah, that's pretty good anyway. I'll try this socket now. It says 5 volts, 2 amps. The white socket. I'll try the red cable first. Here we go. Starting off low, it's going up. One amp. Yeah, it's about the same, but the other one was a bit better, the red socket, so far. But it's not bad. Okay, I'll leave it, I think that's it. Now the white cable and the red socket. So, white cable, red socket, looks the same actually. Thought it might be lower. Yeah, it's about the same. Maybe just a tiny bit lower. I'm going to put it in the white socket this now. This is the 5 volt 2 amp socket. This one starts up slower, I suppose. Only a bit. Yeah, not much difference. Okay. I think I bought this out as sort of pound stretcher or something, but quite a while ago. I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, not that long. It says 5 volts, 2.1 amps output, but in the old days the trick they used to play was that meant 1 ampere if there was 2 of them. So that was a bit misleading, you know, so I've got low hopes for this one. Alright, white cable in the top one. Here it goes. I'll cut here. I don't understand, it's negative. What's going on? It says not charging. What's going on? Doesn't make sense. It's as if it's charging the car rather than the other way around. I don't know. I don't think I had it in right, so it's green now. You see, that's just the same again, so I was belittling that, but I was wrong too. Yeah, 1.2 amps, really. I'll try the bottom one this time. I don't think I had it in right, I think that's why it went funny there, went blue. So, yeah, that's alright again. It's okay. 1.2 amps. I'll try red now, I know this is a good one. A good cable, I mean. Okay, just plugged in. So this is red in the top one. Yeah, it's alright. 1.2 in fact. Probably the best yet even. Okay. I'll try the bottom one. Yeah, it's okay. So that seems a pretty good USB charger. I'm moving on to Home Bargains now. I think this is the Pifco is now their sort of a brand I've bought over to, you know, sell some of the stuff. I've noticed Daewoo in there now as well. I don't know if you can see that, I can hardly see it, but it says it can do 3 amps, so 5 volts 3 amps, which should be the best. But of course, if anything's weak in the loop, the cable or the phone, in fact my phone won't do 3 amps anyway. I'm trying the red cable on the red socket. This is a top quality video. Yeah, I wasn't in right. I would be boasting that this is my best by far. Well, it's as good as the other one, but the cheap one from whatever it was, but just the same really, isn't it? 1.22 amps. 1.23. Oh, maybe it's going up. Okay. The other socket is Type C socket, so that would be Type C to Type C, which is the new way they're going. So, but I don't have one of the cables. Trying the white cable now and the red. Here it goes. I would have been boasting that this white cable isn't as good, and it's turned out better. Oh my god, I don't believe it. Everything that I based my ideology on is totally wonky. I thought this was a cheap white cable, it's the best. 1.3 amps, it's nearly 1.4. Oh my goodness. And finally I'll do this one, which looks the exact same as that other one. I probably bought it. Maybe this is an old Home Bargains one, because Home Bargains supporter rather than pound stretcher. Yeah, it says 5 volts, 2.1 amps, but when there's two sockets it might be meaning 1 amp each. Alright, I'll do the white cable first and the top one. It's actually the bottom one because the light's there, but we can go along with that. So we just had that shocking news with the white cable with the Pifco one. Was the best. Could this be a shocker as well? It's not a good start. But that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Yeah, it's settling down now. This one's not looking so good now. Yeah, that must be quite an old one. That's the white cable. Yeah, that looks about that. I'll be throwing that out. The maximum I got was 520 milliamps. Yeah, I'll do this one now with the lights there, so that's really the top one. Well, to me it is, alright. Okay. I'm using Ampere app. AMP. There's no decent, I've not found any decent battery charge app which tells you exactly what's going on at all times. None of them are, I can't recommend any of them. Yeah, I think I'll be throwing that one out. It's really not getting anywhere. That's an older one of that. Yeah. I'll try, did I try the red cable? I'll try that as well. But it's looking gloomy. Must be an older one. Alright, red in that one says 2. That's the top actually. Let's go. Almost went that funny way again. Let's get on. There we go. Bad start. Yeah, I finally found one that I can throw out. I thought there'd be 2. I can be happy I can throw one out, yeah. Now red for the other socket. We know it's going to be bad, don't we? We've found one we can berate. Yeah! I thought I could berate the white cable, but I can't. 370. Oh yes, what's this max? 400. Definitely throwing that one out. Goodbye. So it shows you how awkward all this is, you know. Why don't the Android and Apple tell you these sort of things so you can tell instantly what the voltage in the amp is when you're charging up, you know. But what I found anyway is this one is the best, that socket. With the white cable, which I thought that was an old 5 volt 1 amp cable. This one wasn't bad either, but I thought this was the speedy one, but it turned out to be this one in this case. So whenever you're doing these things, if your phone says it can do 50 watts charging, it depends on the charger, or in this case the car socket, the USB output in the car. It depends on this, what this can do, but it also depends on the cable as well. So don't forget the cable when you're doing these things. Right, and here my battery's withdrawn 0.3 amp, 3 milliamps really at the moment. That's all. Okay, goodbye. So I'm going to keep all of these actually. That one actually turned out to be pretty good. That was a really cheap one as well, I think. But then this wasn't too dear either, from Home Bargains, and then that one from the Dolby. I forgot to try the car socket, which is this one here. Happy tried that one, the cigarette socket. So white cable with the official car socket is 370. Yeah, that's pretty poor. Yeah, that's terrible, isn't it? 370 milliamp max. So it's worth using those things that you get at the shop. Well, in cheap cars anyway, probably. Depends on your car, doesn't it? Now I'm going to put in the red cable on the official car battery thingy. Oh, that's looking good. What it was. It's a good start. So the red cable's doing its business here. Still no better than the thingy. So in this car anyway, I'm better using one of those adapters rather than the official USB socket. Although that's almost as good though with the red cable, funnily enough. Like I was saying with the adapters, the white cable was better on my best one. So the maximum there was 1 amp really. So you learn every day, okay? Still at 1 amp, not bad. Alright, this is a pilot video. I'll see how it goes. If it goes well, I'll do a decent version, you know.